do you know what time it is? It's Sunday, 11:11-ish. So that means it's time for your Sunday service, soul food, and spiritual tea session with Lady Speech. That's right. It's time for a little bit of community council, a little bit of divination, a little bit of confirmation with your favorite pirate captain, with your favorite auntie uncle, with your favorite reverend healer. Lady Speech in the place to be. Happy Sunday to each and every one of you. I hope your Sunday is doing good. I know I'm doing good. Hey, Antidote or Archive in the house. Good morning, Dane. Good morning, Amanda. Good morning to everybody in the building. Hello, Jen. Hello, Anxious Me. AVG, good morning. Becky's in the house. Samantha, good morning. Priestess Shakti Therapist, good morning. We in here. Bonita's in the house. Hello, Christy. Good morning, Cha. Good morning, Shannon. Linda's in the house. Hello, Hannah. Hello, Mary. Mixed Deej is in the house. Lighthouse Massage. Hey, thank you for being here, baby. Darling, Nikki is here. Roxy, hello, baby. Jill, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good day to each and every one of you. Thank you for showing up to Weird Church. Thank you. We in here. We was a little late today, but it's okay. We in here. So the OGs are already doing what they need to do. If you are not new to this, you're true to this. You've been to more than, you've shown up to more than 3 lives. You've been following me for a while. You from the OG days when I used to do this on Instagram and then on Facebook, okay? You been rocking with me for a second. Go ahead and show me some love. Put those purple and blue hearts in the comments. Also, put that butterfly in the comments. Now, if you are new here, you're not true to this. You are new to this. You've only been to one live. You randomly got dropped off in this video. You have no idea what's going on. You just started following me. Well, then show me some love by putting those yellow and green hearts in the comments. And you yourself can put a caterpillar, baby, but because you new here. You won't be for long. You won't be for long, but you new here right now. It is good to see each and every one of you. I adore you, and I'm so thankful we are gathered here today on this Sunday to get right so we can make the rest of this week bow down to us in our magnificence. That's the point of these here readings. I want you to take this and do something great with your life. I want you to take this and proceed accordingly. All right, welcome to the Speak and Spank. Welcome to Weird Church. We in the building to get right. Yes, we are. We are gathered here today to catch a healing. We are gathered here today to catch a healing, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Let me introduce you to the elements of this here reading. I'm obviously feeling orange today, and that carries over into the crystals of the week. I bought some rock, friends. When I do these readings, I'm always surrounded. Anytime I walk around, anytime I'm asleep, whenever, I'm protected, surrounded, baby. At least 10,000 these days. It's looking like 30,000 strong. I'm talking ancestors. I'm talking Loa. I'm talking the Odisha. I'm talking the spirit guides. Do you hear me? Do you understand me? But when I do these readings, I bring my rock friends. So to keep up with the orange theme, because it's one of my favorite colors, yes, it is, we brought out the orange calcite. Yes, we did. I love it. I love it. I want some more of it. I love it. I love it. I want some more of it. This looks like cheese, and I want to eat it. I always want to lick my crystals because I don't. But I want to lick this crystal. Let me stop. Go that neural spiciness. And we also have black amethyst, because black is beautiful in all forms. Okay? Black amethyst, not to be confused with chevron amethyst, not to be confused with pink amethyst, not to be confused with regular ass amethyst. This is the black amethyst. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So those are my rock friends. Now, This is a reading. This is a divination. I'm a psychic. I'm a medium. I don't need these cards, but I use cards because I'm also a maximalist. We like toys. We like things. It's a divination. Of course, I'm going to use something, even though I don't have to use anything. We're going to be working with the Earth and Bone deck. Yes, you see the book here because, well, that's the card, but I showed you the book. The book is here because it has lovely affirmations that I am a fan of, and you know over here we like our affirmations. So we're working with the Earth and Bone Oracle deck. We're also working with the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. You know it, you love it, you want some more of it. We're also working with the Animal Spirits messages. I fucked that up. Messages from our spirit animal guys. I can't ever keep the name of this deck right. And I've probably had it for 10 years. That's information my brain's like, we don't need to keep that. However, random facts about my favorite animal, I'm going to keep that information forever. Do you understand me? Forever. Neural spicy tings. Anyway. We also have the Muse Tarot. That's right. I like it. That's a very pretty deck. I really appreciate that deck. We do. We love it. We want some more of it. Oh, snaps. Oh, wait. Oh, Deacon! You stole my... Oh, give me back my pop socket rock, Deacon! Mild panic. Mild panic sets in. The Deacon, you give me back my pop socket. Give me my pop socket. Hold on, we're having a little. Give me my. There we go. Thank you. Okay, it took my pop socket. You're sitting on a tripod. Now, main character energy. Okay, this is the LadySpeech experience. This is the Deacon's already on demon time. This is the LadySpeech experience. Obviously, I'm the main character here. But when I do these readings, I like to bring my assistant Deacon, the assistant Deacon affirmation box. Children, what are my pronouns? All of them, she, her, they, them, he, king. What are the Deacon's pronouns? Fuck around and find out. I just fucked around and found out. Okay, he stole my pop rocket. All right, stole my pop rocket. That's not even what this is. This is a pop socket. What the hell? Anyway. If you can't tell, we about to have a time today. The Deacon's in the house. And we're going to do a bit of call and response. For you new folks, I'm going to pull at random from this box. What is this box? It's a box of affirmations. What is in this box? A whole entire cult is in this box, and we are going to get in this box and join the cult. This box is filled with affirmations and beautiful sayings and parts from the Quran and the Bible and poems and quotes and song lyrics and all kinds of wonderful things. I'm going to pull at random from this here box. And then we're going to do a call and response thing. I'm going to call it out, then you're going to say it. I'm going to call it out and you're going to say it. Now, the Deacon, for the new people, the Deacon reads the readings. I already pulled the cards in front of the Deacon, and the Deacon was like, oh, I got something for that. And oftentimes we end up getting beat up by the Deacon for our highest good, of course. The Deacon wants us to use our words to enhance our life. It doesn't want us to be self-deprecating. The Deacon loves it when we love ourselves. The Deacon loves it when we heal. So we're just going to follow the Deacon's lead. The Deacon is out of pocket most days. We've just accepted this. The Deacon has no masters. I birth the Deacon, okay? Anything I birth is independent. It's a god unto itself. Do you understand me? This is why I haven't had biological children, because, like, you guys aren't ready. That's a god. Okay, if I ever get pregnant, y'all better run for cover, because I done brought somebody from the ethers down who's gonna fix a lot of things, and you're not gonna tell them what to do. I can't barely tell them what to do. Anyway, the Deacon, that's the introduction. We're gonna do a call and response situation. A call and response situation. That's the Deacon. All right. Go grab your waters, your teas, your coffees, your juices. I just have my tea today. I should have double fisted. And I'm not close enough to my baby refrigerator. Yes, I keep a mini refrigerator stocked full of sparkling waters in my room because I've earned it. Yes, that's very American. It is. I don't need that. I enjoy it. It's the little things. Make yourself happy. But I'm not close enough to my little refrigerator to do anything. So I just have my tea today. This is a lovely ginger green tea. Go grab your water. Go grab your things you need to drink. Go grab your soft items and your comfort items. This is my soft item and my comfort item. Yes, it is. I love it. I'm feeling like a really juicy yet muscular, teddy bear. It makes me feel so very lovely. Okay. Do what you have to do because we're going to get it started. Put me in your earphones. Go get your notebooks because, baby, this roller coaster is about to get to doing what it needs to do. Keep all hands and feet inside of this ride at all times. All right? All right. All right. All right. Now, I think that's it. Oh, let me pass the collection plate. Always feel empowered to show your financial appreciation for my labor. The Cash App is LadySpeech. The Venmo is LadySpeech Sankofa. And the PayPal is LadySpeechSankofa at gmail.com. All right. All right. Shannon said it's okay to scream. It's okay to cry. It's okay to scream. It's okay to cry. It's okay to scream. You can do whatever you need to do over here in the Lady Speech experience. Okay, we're going to do what we're going to do. We're going to do what we're going to do. Let's see. Naryu? Is it Naryu? Near you? Near you. Please tell me how to pronounce your name in the comments correctly. But they said it looks comfy. It is comfy. This is one of my favorite things. It's almost getting too hot for this. It's almost getting too hot for this. I had to put this on one last time because we are approaching high temperatures, which means this is not going to be appropriate anymore. But I had to wear it at least one more time because, yes, it's a comfort item and it's so beautiful. Becky's got some ginseng green dragon ginger rose tea with a pinch of mugwort. Okay. You own yours. I love that. Mugwort tea is lovely. Kismet said, I've got chamomile steeped proper long. Yes. Watermelon Red Bull. Antidote Archive is up and ready. Ain't nothing gonna take you down. Itty said, I ain't ready. Yeah, you are. Yes, you are, Itty. If you're here, there's a message for you. If you showed up at the beginning of this reading, you're right on time. If people show up during the middle of this reading, guess what? They're right on time. If people show up at the end, right on time. If you're here, there's a message in here for you. Is that some lint? That better be lint. That better be lint. It is lint. Let me moisturize my lips for y'all because that was looking a little ashy and, we can't do that. Much better. All right, Carlos is in the house. Yeah, baby. Honora's in the house. Big Dane in a G. It's okay to cry. I'm already crying. Be nice. Pocket rocket engaged. We're not even going to go there. That's an adult conversation. I love it. Yes, moisturize your lips, people. Moisturize your lips. Kissing season is upon us. Kiss yourself, okay? Mwah, mwah, mwah. Make out with yourself, all right? And make out with safe people who have nice, fresh breath. That's my advice to you. Do what you want. Just make sure they have nice, fresh breath, okay? We love to see it. All right, let me drink me a little sip and we're going to get into it. We gon' get into it, baby. We gon' get into it. We gon' get into it, honey. We gon' get into it. We are starting out strong. We are diving into the Muse Tarot deck, and we come out with Temperance, baby. But Temperance is hella reversed. It's hella reversed. It's hella reversed. Balance is key. And for some of you, you are off balance, okay? So balance is key. It's time to get it back together in this piece. Okie dokie. It's time to balance our dualities, okay? Some of you are leaning too much into a part of your personality and you are neglecting the other part of your personality, okay? Some of you have pulled up into the conservative, prim, proper part of you, but the ratchet side of you needs some air, baby. It needs some air. Some of you are pulled up too much into your feminine and you need to balance that with your divine masculine. Do you understand me, okay? Some of you are going a little bit overboard with your vices, darling. Rein it in, pull it in, put down the drink. drinks for a couple of weeks, okay? Maybe stop smoking a little bit, okay? Maybe tone it down a little bit to bring your tolerance back up. I'm 420 friendly. Sometimes you gotta give it a break. Sometimes you gotta give it a break. Give it a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. I'm on one today. The neuro spiciness is spicy. If you don't like it spicy, this might not be the time for you. Balance is key. Balance is key. Balance is key. I said balance is key. For some of you, it's about your over exercising. Yes, as someone who is in my powerlifting bag, honey, I am a power lifter. Do you understand me? Sometimes you got to balance it out. I had to leave the gym earlier the other day, and I was okay with that. I got in 5 exercises. I did my cardio. I almost died because I did my cardio before my exercises. You people who do cardio before your weightlifting, oh, God has a special place in his heart, her heart, their heart for you, because I about died and resurrected myself. I didn't think I was going to make it. I did do a couple weeks when I was doing cardio before my workout. Lord, that was brutal. I don't even know. Anyway, I made it. I survived. I'm here to tell the story. But then I had to cut it short, though, because the muse was musing. Oh, we're using the muse tarot. I love that. The muse was musing, and I just had to go home and write. I had to go home. I had this really brilliant idea for a new workshop and a new ritual, and it just would not leave me alone, and I had to go sit down and write. And, like, that's balance, because I had already been in the gym 4 days that week. That was my 4th day, and I was like, you could cut it short. You don't have to do all your exercises. You've done really, really good. Go and write. So balance is key. Balance is key, all right? Some of you going a little bit overboard with the work, and you need to balance that out with the play. Some of you going a little bit overboard with the play, and you need to balance that out with the work. Some of you are doing a little bit of both of that, too much of both of those, and you need to rest. You need to sit your behind all of the way down. Now, for some of you, when it comes to body stuff, you're not treating your body with the respect. You're not treating your body with what it needs. You're not giving it what it needs. Your body about to break down on you. Your body will sit you down. You're going to break something. You're going to break something. You're going to hurt something. So if you are overdoing it with your body, if you're overdoing it with your work, if you are overdoing it with whatever you need to do, start doing what you need to do, okay? Start taking care of yourself. Some of you ain't going to the gym, and you need to start doing your exercises. And it ain't about losing weight. It's about making sure that heart rate is up, okay? It's about making sure you can survive a zombie apocalypse. Let me tell you something I learned about myself. If the zombie apocalypse happened right now, I ain't out running no zombies, but I out hike one. Get me to the mountains. Get me to the mountains. I'll be all right. You ain't gonna, I'm not out running because I don't run for nobody, but I will out hike that ass. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Find these things out about yourself. Do what you have to do to handle your business, okay? But get it together. Balance needs to be achieved, okay? Balance needs to be achieved. Honor your full self. Honor your full self. Temperance card is really speaking to us about, hey, there is a part of us that is being neglected. There's a part of us that has been left out to die, and we need to go resurrect that aspect of us, okay? We have our first super chat of the space. Thank you so much, Honora Enigma. Let me know if I'm pronouncing your name right, okay? But the super chat, first off, thank you. Honora said, folks have been testing my gangster where I make money. I've been ready to go off, but I've been needing to cry too, and it helped with the second part. Yes, honey. Get it out. 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 Get the rage out. Get the sadness out. And I thank you for actually saying that, because that's something that some of y'all are neglecting. Go and get the sadness out. Go and get the rage out. You know, I actually had to deal with that this last week. I had to come to the fact that there's a situation that I left behind, and it was for my highest good, and it's good. It's good. The transition has been amazing. However, I was so hurt with the way that I was treated and with the way that situation ended, and I was denying that. And it took last week. Something happened, and I was like, oh, my little heart is actually very hurt. I'm so disappointed. And I had to just let that part of me breathe. I had to let that part of me mourn and grieve and breathe and have the space to be. So for some of you, it is about not letting that, not letting it out, not letting the sadness out, not letting the anger out, not letting the rage out. Okay, and let's try to, if we're gonna let those things out, let's try to keep to the space where we are healthy, where we aren't putting ourselves in danger. All right, we're not putting anyone else in danger as well. Okay. Let's see. Jen said, my workout angle is being strong enough to keep up with the best in BDSM as I'm just entering the community. That's right, baby. Whatever your goals are, let them be your goals. Because we all know I'm in the gym. So, yes, it's wealth, health is wealth and all that stuff. But I'm trying to be ready. So I ain't got to get ready. If the incels try me, I want to be ready. Okay. If I got to swing on somebody in protection of somebody, I need to be ready. Okay. But also, I am trying to be a menace in the streets and in the sheets until I'm 117. Do you understand me? These knees got to be good for a while. These knees got to be good for a while. I've got a lot of love to give. So whatever your reasons, get to them, baby. Do what you have to do to handle your business. Do what you have to do to handle your business. But it's about balance, baby. Especially because it's summertime. We about to be summertime fine. We are already summertime fine. Your summer body, you got it. You wearing it, and it looks good. Be your back big, be it unbig. It don't matter. You fine, all right? And we about to be outside, okay? But balance is key. Balance is key as we are outside. Do you understand me? Balance is key, all right? Honor all parts of yourself. Moderation is where it's at, okay? Even do moderation in moderation, okay? Have you a good time, but balance is key. Look at your world and see what's off balance. For some of you, you're putting too much time into one thing and not putting enough time into another. Getting a download. There are some of you who are putting too much energy into your jobs, and you got a whole business that you need to be building. Do not let the people at your job keep you from your dreams by sucking your energy. Some of you need to pull that energy all the way back. You are giving them too much attention. You are giving the office bully too much attention. You are giving your boss too much attention, okay? Go work your job. Do your 8 hours. Keep your head down. Stay out of them people's business. Do not let Becky Sue, Lily get up under your skin. And to the Becky that's in here, I love you. Okay, we're just saying that as a term. Don't let the Becky Sues and the Lilies get up under your skin. Understand me? And I'm not talking about you, Becky, in here. I'm talking about the nasty Beckys, okay? Do not. Some of you giving them too much energy and you letting that job take your energy. Becky said, I'm Becky with the bad hair, so I'm good. I love it. Y'all are funny. Yes, but stop letting them people keep you from your dreams, okay? Invest in yourself. Invest in your dreams, all right? Now, also, there's a couple of you who are invested in your community, which is really, really beautiful. You are helping. You are supporting. But some of that support you need to reserve for yourself, okay? You can still support your community, but you out here building other people's businesses. You out here cheerleading other people on their way to success, and you sitting in the same place that you've been sitting in for the past 2 years, for the past 3 years, and it's time to shift, okay? Pour some of that energy on you. Pour some of that good energy on you, okay? Pour some of that good energy on you. You need to be your own cheerleader, all right? You need to balance that out. You need to balance that out. It is a lovely thing to be there for your community. You know, I'm all the time preaching village. I'm all the time preaching community. But you need to make sure that you don't lose yourself to community. Community should enhance your individual selves, okay? You shouldn't have to lose yourself in community, all right? And you are in the wrong community if you are doing all the pouring and people ain't pouring into you. Some of you need to retrain your community. Lord knows I had to. The reason why I'm very overt about sharing my Cash Apps and my Venmos, which Cash App LadySpeech, Venmo LadySpeech Sankofa, PayPal LadySpeech Sankofa at gmail.com. Hello. But right here, me stating that, it is a symbol and a signal to my community that I understand the value of my work and I value my work. I love doing what I do, but it is work, okay? That reciprocity, it's an ask for reciprocity. So even if you don't have the money, it's about you acknowledge the work. If you value what I do, then it is about valuing it and showing that value. You don't have the money to give, share my stuff. Make sure you're going through my old content and looking at it, watching the ads as well, or letting the ads play. You ain't gotta watch the ads because I don't be watching ads, but I do let the ads play if it's for a person I like. Why let the ads play? Comment for the algorithm, share it, okay? Support it, share my stuff out. But reciprocity is key, all right? So some of you pouring a lot into too much into other people and not enough into yourself, and balance is the name of the game, okay? Yes, Carlos, check yourself before you wreck yourself. I said check yourself before you wreck yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Check yourself, wreck yourself, check yourself, or wreck yourself. Okay, let me not, because I was going to get carried away. I was going to get carried away. Okay, all right, here we go. We are at the Queen of Inspiration, moving all the way on, baby, moving all the way on. This is all about confidence, creativity, boldness, all right? This is you. Look at this beautiful woman, skin popping, lips popping, makeup popping. She knows she's the shit. This needs to be you. You need to pull up to the bumper, baby, and a long black limousine. You need to pull up to your power, okay? Pull it up to your power. Pull it up to your greatness. This is what this is about. You've been doing a lot of work, all right? Work, 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 work. Good Lord. Good Lord. The spiciness is spicy today. God damn. Good Lord. But it's all about creating your reality. See, you get into a point in your life where you come into forks in the road and you're choosing to go straight. You ain't, not those of us who are gay. We're never going to be straight. But we're choosing to go forward. But it's the fork. We're at the fork in the road, and it's time to go forward. It's time to go straight. For those of you who are straight. You are making your own path, okay? And this needs to be done with boldness. You need to pull up your creativity, all right? This is really about stepping into your own reality. This is about leading with your joy, leading with your love, leading with your magnificence, leading with your creativity, okay? Kismet said, I'm non-binary and bi, there's no straight. Only forward and onward. That's right, comrade. It is about pulling up into your power, pulling up into your greatness, pulling up into your bold creativity. The Queen of Inspiration draws inspiration from everywhere and from anything, and she uses that information and that inspiration to propel herself forward, all right? Onward and forward, onward and forward, onward and forward. All right, so the Queen of Inspiration, pull up into it, honey. You are coming into a time in life where Spirit needs you to believe in you. You are coming up to a time in life where Spirit's about to ask you to place a bet on yourself. Spirit's about to ask you to take a risk and take a gamble on you. Gamble on your talent. Gamble on your intelligence. Risk it all for what you have inside of you. It is time to stand tall in your power. It is time to understand your power. It is time to appreciate and love your power and not to shy away from your power. It is time to stand all the way up in your magic and be in this queen energy, in this king energy, in this benevolent leader energy. You the boss of you. You the boss of you. And it's time to really and truly act like that. It's time to really act like the sovereign being that you were born to be. It's time to bet on you. It's time to bet on what you know. It's time to bet on all of the magnificence that you have. Okay? It's time to use your creativity to create your world. All right? I talk about quite often on this channel and other platforms that I have of building a new world. Well, it starts with you rebuilding your own. It starts with you rebuilding your own piece by piece, brick by brick. It's about smashing all of the things that no longer are appropriate, smashing all the windows, all the glass, and taking those shards, taking those pieces, discarding what is no longer needed, but creating something new from from the remnants of who you used to be. So many of you have shifted and changed so much. You have confronted so much. You have healed so much. It's time to take it out. It's time to take that new car out and test it out in the world. It's time to take your new self out and test it out in the world. It's time to stand fully up in these changes you've made. It's time to stand fully up in this healing you've done. You've been in the garage for a while working on yourself. Beautiful. And you're always going to work on yourself. You're always going to bring that life that you have back to the garage. You're going to tweak it. You're going to heal it. You're going to repair it. But you've been under construction for a while. You needed to shift. You needed to change. You needed to grow. It's time to present this new being that you are to the world. It's time to fully stand up and stand in. It's time to fully manifest your greatness. It's time. All right? All right, good people. Let's do some affirmations. Let's do some affirmations. Let's do some affirmations. Repeat after me. I take time to enjoy the little joys of life. Oh, you're being so tame, Deacon. Thank you. I will not be lulled into a false sense of security. No. I know that you will act up at some point. But thank you for being so gentle as you began. Repeat after me. I take time to enjoy the little joys of life. I take time. The Emperor said set up. We totally being set up. I'm glad you're here with me. I'm glad you're here with me, the Emperor. I take time to enjoy the little joys of life. I take time to enjoy the little joys of life. I take time to enjoy the little joys of life. I take time to enjoy the little joys of life. I take time to enjoy the little joys of life. I take time to enjoy the little joys of life. I take time to enjoy the little joys of life. I take time to enjoy the little joys of life. I take time to enjoy the little joys of life. I take time to enjoy the little joys of life, okay? This is really important. Right now, we are watching the world on fire. So many genocides, so much displacement. Things are dire everywhere we look, okay? Necessary. This world that we live in, the way these societies are running, unsustainable. Keep your eyes on all these things. Uplift and support marginalized people. But it can be hard to look at that stuff 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you're going to sustainably fight, if you're going to sustainably build community, you have to find joy. Sometimes you have to take your eyes off of all of that and go plant trees and flowers. Sometimes you have to affirm life and fight back by cultivating life, by cultivating beauty. Do not forget that living wonderfully and vibrantly and taking care of our community is just as much as a protest as everything else. So remember to take those times to harvest, to create joy, to bring about beautiful things, to notice the lovely things that still exist. All right, let's do another affirmation. Today, I choose to honor my beauty, strength, and my uniqueness. Today, I choose to honor my beauty, my strength, and my uniqueness. Today, I choose to honor my beauty, my strength, and my uniqueness. Today, I choose to honor my beauty, my strength, and my uniqueness. Today, I choose to honor my beauty, my strength, and my uniqueness. Today, I choose to honor my beauty, my strength, and my uniqueness. Today, I choose to honor my beauty, my strength, and my uniqueness. Today, I choose to honor my beauty, my strength, and my uniqueness. Today, I choose to honor my beauty, my strength, and my uniqueness. Today, I choose to honor my beauty, my strength, and my uniqueness. Please do so. Please honor how beautiful you are, how wonderful you are, how strong you are. Please do so. Please do so. Take a minute or 5. Take several moments today and every day after this to honor the loveliness of all that you are. Let's move on to another deck. I was about to say another reading, but no, it's not another reading. It's another deck, darling. It's another deck, darling. It's another deck. But first, I see we have another super chat. Thank you, Edie. Edie, so much. Thank you so much for that super chat. Edie said, I stand this community so hard because it's so full of revolutionary people. Thank you all. Amen. Amen. Bethany is insane. I always love your name. Thank you, Captain. I needed these reminders. XO and your little beardy boy. I love your little beardy boy. I love your little beardy boy. I love it. I love it. Bethany, were you the one who offered me the voice lessons? I think you were the one after our reading. I need to email you back. If you're not the one, disregard this. But sometimes I don't be remembering stuff. But I need to email you back because we got to get started on my voice lessons because I am going to be fronting a rock band. Do you understand me? I don't even know if it's an actual rock band. We're going to be singing a lot of rock music. We're going to be singing a little punk music. But, like, I'm going to get tribal. There's other things I'm going to do. I probably can't call it a rock band after that. I'm going to call it whatever I want. It's a speech band. I don't know. But I have got some screaming on a microphone to do. I've got some things to say. Yes, I'm a poet. Yes, I'm an actress. But I've always wanted to front a rock band. And it's finally my time. I'm going to make that happen. So I need to get in my voice lessons because I've never sang for a long time. I just sing a little bit. So I got to build it up. Even though I can speak all the time. I'm an actress. I'm a poet. Performance artist. Back to the reading. Never mind. We're going to get into the messages from our Spirit Animal Guides deck. I think I got that name right this time. I don't know. I get that name right every once in a while. It's fine. My brain just chooses not to keep the name of that deck. We don't know why. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. But my brain just rejects it every time I try. And my brain is like, we don't need to keep that information. We're going to keep facts about octopuses and big cats. Brains just do what they do. Anyway. Emo. It's time to go on a new adventure. It's time to go on a new adventure. Yes, Jen, you are right on time. It's time to go on a new adventure. It's time to do things different, okay? For some of you, this means you're moving into a new space. I have finally decided where I'm going to be moving to next. I'm not going to tell you guys. But I never even thought I was going to move here. Now, here's the thing. I know I'm going to move here, and it's not going to be for a long time. But that's what makes this where I'm going to move next, like, so enticing. I've got work there. I've got lots of beautiful connections to make. It's going to be so fun. You guys will know. You guys will know by the end of the year. It's going to be fun. New adventure. I just randomly was like, I just said yes to an opportunity. Someone was like, I have this opportunity. This would be great. And at first I was like, I don't want to move there. But Spirit was like, have some fun. Just go. You don't got to be there for long. Like, go live there for like a year. And like, you're going to make a lot of money. And you're going to make some really good friends. And I was like, yes. And they were like, you're going to have fun too. And I was like, yes. Let's just do it. I don't got to live there forever. I don't want to live there forever. But I'm going to live there for a year. And it's going to be so exciting and so fun. And I'm going to do really good work out there. Go and have an adventure. For some of you, this is going to be move. Move somewhere different, okay? For some of you, this is going to be start a new job. For some of you, this is try some new foods. For some, and especially for those of us who are neurospicy and we like our safe food, try some new food. That's an adventure in itself, okay? That's an adventure in itself, all right? Go try something different. I'm about to go to the international grocery store and just pick up a fruit and research it and try it, okay? Do it. Go. It's time to have a new adventure. It's time to let your spirit and your instincts lead you, okay? It's time to go have some fun, all right? Some of this is going to be little. Take a different route to work, okay? Go to a different grocery store, okay? For some of you, it's going to be big. Go to school. Go back to school, okay? For some of you, you're going to be like, I'm dropping out of school. For some of you, this is change your degree, okay? For some of you, it's you find a new job. For some of you, this is a complete career change, all right? But it's time to do something different. It's time to let your instincts and your heart and your passion lead you, okay? It's time to break out of this rigidity and give into the spontaneity, okay? It's new adventure time. Let the spirits guide you. Let your instincts guide you. Let your passion guide you. Let your skills guide you. Let randomness guide you, all right? But it's time to switch it up. It's okay to switch it up every once in a while. It's okay to just do something different. It builds your character, okay? It builds your character. I have a friend who always comes to mind when I pull this card. My really good friend Naomi, my sister Naomi. I love her so much. But Naomi is good for having an adventure. She is so good for just randomly being like, I'm just going to do something different. This has taken her across the world. She got her PhD in a whole nother country. Okay, not her PhD. But she might. She got her master's degree in a whole nother country. She was just like, I'm just going to Ireland. I'm gonna just do some things. I'm gonna just go over here. She's good for that. That's the Aries though. Aries are good for being like, I'm gonna just go have fun. I'm just gonna try something. I don't know what is gonna happen. But we just gonna have us a good time. Be like the Aries in that, have you a good time. Get your behind out there. Try something new. Be spontaneous, okay? But it's time to go on a new adventure. It's time to go on a new adventure. Let's do it. Next up, pulling two cards at once. Next up, we got the Shark. Trust your instincts to discern the truth of the situation. Just talked about letting your instincts lead you. Some of you are not able to go on a new adventure and trust your instincts because your instincts were beaten out of you. They were oppressed out of you. They were gaslit out of you. So half of you need to work on connecting with your instincts, okay? Some of you really need to examine the way your parents, the way your parental figures, the way other people in your life who had authority gaslit you out of your instincts. One of the first things that we do, that I'm a big advocate for letting children have their autonomy, okay? I'm a big advocate for my family is from the South, so I do believe in respect and things of that nature, but also I believe in respecting children. One of the things that I absolutely hate is when we make kids hug people that they're not comfortable with. I have a lot of friends with kids, and my friends know that I'm a good person. My friends know I love children, that I'm a supreme protector of children, a nurturer of children, a teacher of children. I love kids. And even though I'm a good person, I understand what my energy is. I understand the spirits I carry. I understand how big it is. And I understand in certain spaces in my life and certain parts of my personality, that's really big. And that can be very scary or very intimidating for a little person. So I never make kids hug me. Even when when people try, oh no, this is speech. We love speech. And I'll be like, you love me because we've established something. That child is their own person and they need to figure me out. I'm not offended if they don't want to touch me. I'm not offended if they don't want to hug me. I'm not offended if they don't want to interact with me. Don't do that. They are learning their body signals. They're learning to read the environment. And the one thing we do to help them, we gaslight children, is making them hug people. That's a simple thing that I'm passionate about, but it is in these little ways that a lot of us were separated from our instincts. We were gaslit out of them. They weren't super big over ways. They were these tiny little ways and these tiny little infractions that made us stop listening to our bodies and our instincts. So for some of you, you got a lot to examine around that, because it comes out in you've had relationships with red flags and you saw those red flags from the beginning and you chose to ignore it and not trust it. And then you ended up in a situation where you got severely hurt or messed up, but your body, your spirit had been telling you about this person the whole time and you chose not to believe it. Do not judge yourself. It's time to go back and look at where you got gaslit out of believing and trusting your instincts, healing that part of yourself so that you can begin to trust your instincts moving forward. This is going to be important. We are at a space and time right now where folks are very desperate. We're in a space in time right now where the ugliest of humanity is manifesting. Okay, it's been crazy for a while, but pandemics, and then especially the way these governments treated us after and during the pandemics make people lose they mind. Go research what happens in the years after pandemics. There's usually at some point an enlightening period and an enlightened period, but there's also a dissension. People descend into madness and wildness. Okay, I say all that to say nobody's okay out here, and you're gonna need to be trusting your instincts. There are gonna be people who you rock with who is good, but then all of a sudden one day it just shifts. You need to trust your gut when your gut is like, stop trusting this person. You need to trust your gut when your gut says, we're not going into that store today. We're not going to that building today. You need to trust your gut if everybody around you is like, we love this person, but something in you is like, trust your gut and your instinct, okay? Trust your gut and your instincts, okay? Trust it. And again, no judgment. When you're looking back on some of your relationships and you're peeping the red flags, and then when you get real honest and say, ooh, I saw that the whole time, no judgment. You're not going to beat yourself up for that. But I do want you to sit with that and ask yourself, why did I refuse to believe myself? Why did I refuse to trust myself? Why did I refuse to trust what I was seeing? Why did I refuse to trust what I was hearing? Now, there's a difference between seeing some red flags, acknowledging them, but you staying in that situation, but you seeing it, and you're adding things up. And when it's time for you to break, you break, okay? Trust your instincts and your trust them, because this can be the difference for some of us in saving your life, okay? And don't question them. There's been times when I was like, I have no idea why I don't like this person, but I don't like this person. And I'm not going to question it. I just am going to stick in the energy of I don't like this person, and I'm just going to stay over here. 3 years later, 4 years later, it gets completely confirmed that this person was a predator. This person did a lot of crazy stuff. All right? Like, don't question yourself. If my gut says no, my gut says no. And I'm going to I'm going to listen to that. I'm going to listen to that. So some of y'all got some healing to do around that, around the trusting of the instincts. Some of you going to have to do some inner confronting to the parents of like, you actually, some of you had really good parents, but they did little stuff like that to make you doubt yourself. And you got to confront that. You got to confront what that did to you so that you can repair that part of yourself and function fully and, with strength within that part of yourself. So let me check in with the comment. Let me check into the comments. Eddie said, can I send hugs to y'all's inner child? Yes, you can. For me, you can. Thank you for asking for that consent. You can for me. Kismet Jack said, trust the ick. Yes, darling. Yes, trust it. And don't question it. Trust it, trust it, trust it. Kismet said, yep, and then it went to a bad place. I saw the flags wave cheerfully as I passed by. Trauma bonds do funky things, and I'm getting better. Yes, this is why we don't want to judge ourselves, because the main reason why a lot of us go past red flags has everything to do with trauma and pain that we've endured. So don't judge yourself, but we do got to get honest with ourselves about why we're not trusting ourselves. Sharp Knife Saves Lives says, consent is an ongoing lesson at my house and healing that helps me raise my kid to be safe for themselves and others. Amen. Queenie Babies, thank you so much. Queenie reminded folks to don't forget to hit the like button, folks. Sharp Knife Saves Lives, thank you for your super chat. This is so affirming. This inner child love journey has been a trip, but I wouldn't be here where I am without you in the weird church community. Amen. Amen. I appreciate y'all so very much. So very much. So very much. So very much. Eddie said my daughter's in Aries and her autonomy cannot be contained. Yeah, Aries will let you know. They are my opposite. I love Aries. I love and adore Aries. Lord, if I ever had a kid, I would love to have an Aries. I think I'd be so great for them. A Capricorn too. Or we would just be diabolical together. That's it. We would just be if I had an Aries, that kid would be taking over the planet. good or bad. And I would be right there with them, like, yes, honey, yes, yes. Fueling that fire. Maybe that's why I don't have an Aries, because that would be disastrous for the world. Lord, we would be just evil. That would be my evil twin, for real. We would be evil in all the best ways. Like, that would be the vigilante of vigilantes. Do you understand me? I'd raise that. That's why I don't have one. Do you understand? I see this. Because I'd have been done ended the world's problems. I love it. Anyway, I love y'all. Look at y'all just loving on each other. Oh, you got a Capricorn and an Aries. I love Caps too. I love Caps. I love Caps. I love Caps. I always have Caps are so serious. I always have a knack of like being able to have the best fun with Caps. Like, I can make a Cap let go. I love it when a Cap lets go with me. They're the best. When a Cap lets go, we be like, oh yeah. I love to see a Cap release. They're so fun. All right, you guys, let's get into these affirmations. Oh yeah, if you want a reading from me, LadySpeech.com. Can I just say that I just did the help workshop this weekend, and I love doing that workshop so much. It was so good, and I just can't wait. So I'm going to put my new workshops up on the website. The Empath Workshop is coming back, not this month, though. It will probably be back next month, and the Help Workshop is also probably going to come back either the month after that or next month as well. I'm going to ramp it up to 2 workshops a month, all right? So, yeah. And I'm ready to start offering rituals. This is the first ritual that I'm going to, community ritual that we're going to do together is a calling your power back ritual. So it's going to be via Zoom. If you sign up for this ritual, I will tell you what to bring to it, and we gonna call our power back. I'm going to do more of that stuff, okay? More ceremonies, more rituals. We gonna do it, all right? We gonna do it, all right? So let's get into some affirmations, baby. Repeat after me. Okay, so this has man. So if you identify as a man, say man. If you identify as a woman, say woman. If you just want to say person, say person. I'm going to use all of those, okay? So repeat after me. I am a peaceful person who creates synchronistic and positive relationships. I am a peaceful man who creates synchronistic and positive relationships. I don't think we've ever pulled this one. That's so much funny about this affirmation box is that there are affirmations we've never touched. There's affirmations that the Deacon spits out all of the time, okay? It's just funny. I'm a peaceful woman who creates synchronistic and positive relationships. I'm a peaceful person that creates synchronistic and positive relationships. I'm a peaceful man that creates synchronistic and positive relationships. I'm a peaceful person that creates synchronistic and positive relationships. I'm a peaceful woman who creates synchronistic and positive relationships. I'm a peaceful person who creates synchronistic and positive relationships. I'm a peaceful woman who creates synchronistic and positive relationships. I'm a peaceful man that creates synchronistic and positive relationships. I like that one. I like that one a lot. I like that one. I like that one. I like that one. For Carlos, I'm a peaceful unicorn. Because you are. You're such a lovely unicorn, and I love you so much. All right, let's do another affirmation. Oh, this is for the brown folks. Okay. This is my skin is a perfect shade of brown. So if you're not brown, I just want you to hold some space. You can say to yourself, my skin is the perfect shade, okay? But for brown folks, my skin is the perfect shade of brown. 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 If you're not brown, I actually want you to affirm brown skin and say brown is beautiful. My skin is the perfect shade of brown. Brown is beautiful. My skin is the perfect shade of brown. Brown is beautiful. My skin is the perfect shade of brown. Brown is beautiful. Becky said my Wonder Bread skin is holding space. Y'all are gorgeous. I love y'all. My skin is the perfect shade of brown. Brown is beautiful. My skin is the perfect shade of brown. Brown is beautiful. My skin is the perfect shade of brown. Brown is beautiful. My skin is the perfect shade of brown. Brown is beautiful. I love in this community that we hold space for others to be affirmed, because that's part of it. We want to be able to be safe people so other people can stand in their glory in front of us. I love it when someone is feeling themselves in front of me. I like one of my favorite things outside of when I step out looking good and like feeling myself is watching other people who like feel themselves. I love that. I love it when someone put their outfit on and they're like, I am dressed. I love this. I feel so good. Like that makes me feel like $1,000,000 when someone is just affirming who they are and loving who they are. This makes me want to love on myself harder. It makes me want to love on them harder. Like, let's be safe enough so people can affirm themselves in front of us, because that's a beautiful thing. When we can affirm ourselves and when we are safe enough for other people to affirm themselves in front of, it just creates a wonderful cycle of love and joy. We're going to do another affirmation. Repeat after me. My body can do awesome things. 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 Becky said, I went to a bar after a wedding and I looked amazing. Immediately got hit on by a guy that introduced himself as a butt shark. I gotta work on the energy I put out. Oh, God. Why? Why? Why are people? Why are people? Why are people? The butt shark? What the hell? I'm into some freakiness. I'm into some freakiness. A butt shark? Sir, this is a Wendy's. This is a Wendy's. I can't. And like, don't start the conversation like that. I'm not even mad that you're a butt shark. I love it. Don't start off like that. Why are people? Why are people? Jesus. Lord. My neck. My back for real. Oh, Lord, I love you. Why are people? People are wild. Oh, people are wild. I'm not even mad about but please don't start out like that. What happened to just my name is Kevin. How are you? We don't need to move to that so fast. Like I'm weird too. I like weird stuff. I don't start there. Like, Lord. Anyway, moving on. He was feeling himself. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Eddie said, can we as a community never let butt shark die? Yeah, this is going to turn into something. I can tell that's going to turn into something. Lord. All right, stargazer. We are moving into the messages from our animal. Excuse me. No. This is the angels and ancestors deck. Get it together, speech. Okay, the butt shark threw me off. Okay, it just baby butt shark, butt shark, butt shark. Let me stop. Krim said, "Okay, but butt shark is a sick band name. We're gonna mentally archive that one." LadySpeech and the butt sharks. Lord. Stargazers, set your sights higher. You know, we started out with the Temperance card, but then we moved on to the Queen of Inspiration and the Muse deck. And then now we have the Stargazer. The Stargazer is about, number one, you are backed by your ancestors. You are backed by your spiritual team, okay? You need to, this card is two things. Laser focused on your mission, all right? You need to be focused on this on this business you're building. You need to be focused on this new shift in life. You need to be focused on these new adventures. You need to be focused, okay? And you need to shoot for the stars, okay? You need to shoot for the sun. You need to shoot for the highest points, and you need to keep your gaze there. There are going to be people who do not understand your mission. It is not for them to understand your mission until your mission is complete. There are going to be people who who aren't going to encourage you. You are not allowed to listen to them. There are people who are going to try to distract you. You got to keep your eyes focused on the prize, okay? It is time to go full force, pedal to the metal. Do you understand me? The Stargazer is about keeping yourself focused on what the path is, on what the mission is, and walking towards that with everything in you. It's about understanding that you are backed by the ancestors. You are backed by your spirit guide. You are backed by your whole team that is here to assist you in ascension, okay? All you have to do is focus. All you have to do is focus. All you have to do is focus and set your sights higher. In a lot of capacities, too, this is about, for some of you, this card has everything to do with the fact that you're playing too small. Your goal is too low, all right? You out here aiming for the mountains when you should be aiming for the sun, all right? You out here aiming 50 feet out of you when you need to be aiming 3,000 feet out of you and away from you, okay? That you've minimized your stuff. You've minimized your mission. And for some of you, Spirit is very clearly saying, stop. You have a much bigger mission than this. You have the intelligence, the emotional capacity, the mental and the spiritual capacity to do it. So do it. Quit playing small. You know, when I was younger, I remember my first love was the stage. And I was in third grade, and that was when it bloomed for me. I was in second or third grade, and I had a performance, and I will never forget the drive there, sitting in the classroom in the back, like getting on stage. I remember every single part of that process. I don't remember nothing about that year. Trauma. But I remember everything about that performance and that process, and I will never forget when I got off stage, I was like, I want to do that. And then when I was a preteen, I had to be about 10 or 11, we went to go see Alvin Ailey, and I saw those dancers, and it clicked. I was like, I felt moved. I felt so moved. Like, I remember tears coming to my eyes and being like, this is what art makes people feel. And I remember looking around and seeing other people, like, they were so completely moved. And I was like, I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to be on stage, but not just that. I want to make people feel meaningful things from the things that I do on that stage. I don't want to just be looked at. I want to move people. I want people crying. I want people to feel something. I want people to contemplate their life. I want people to do exactly what I'm doing right now. And so I shot for that. And that's why I'm sitting here. What if I would have just said, I want to do that, but I'll just settle for being a costume designer? Worthy, beautiful, but that's not my dream. What if I saw that and said, okay, I'll just settle for being a really great lighting director? Worthy, wonderful, but that's not my dream. My dream was to create meaningful things for people to really feel. I wanted to create things and make things that inspired people at a soul level. I knew inherently that would satisfy me. The art and the process of all of it, the making of it, the rehearsing, the creating, and then the putting it out there, putting my whole entire essence into it. I knew. Some of you are playing too small. You want to be the star, but you just settling for the lighting director. You want to be the star, but you're just settling on the costume designer. Again, if that was your original dream, that's wonderful. But if that's not your dream, stop. 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 Go for the goal. Go for the goal. Go for the top. Go for the top. Go for the top. Stop playing small. Stop playing small. So stargazer, keep yourself focused. Keep yourself focused. Eyes on the prize, darling. And trust your spirit guides as they are guiding you. Stop listening to the naysayers. Stop listening to the people who they can't do it, so they don't want you to do it. There are people who are discouraging you because they feel like they can't achieve that goal. So they are discouraging you from achieving your goal because that's going to make them feel some type of way. Stop listening to them. Shoot for the stars. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. And this is why you should go for it, because you got everything you need. We have the magic guardian. Unlock the magic within. It's time for you to stop playing. It's time for you to stop playing small. It's time for you to stop acting like you ain't magic. It's time to stop acting like you don't have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. It's time for you to tap in, okay? Yes, honey. From the practices that I practice, your spiritual court, your spiritual team is important. You don't walk alone out here in these magical streets. You got your ancestors, you got your creator, you got your Lawal, you got your demons, you got your spirit, whoever. Our spiritual courts are all unique, and they're made up of who they're made up of, okay? But the most important part of your spiritual court is you. You are divine in that spiritual court. You have your own magic inside of that. And it is time for you to tap in and use it. It is a lovely thing to work with the rocks and the crystals. It's a lovely thing to work with the roots and the stones. It's a lovely thing to work with the herbs. It's a lovely thing to work with the spirits. But at some point, you're going to be brought back to, what is your magic? It's time to unlock the magic within. It's time to trust your magic. It's time to trust that you are powerful. And it's time to utilize that magic. Some of you are incredibly powerful energy workers and you're sleeping on it. You're doubting yourself. Some of you are really talented root workers and you're sleeping on it. You're doubting yourself. We are building a new world, and this world needs you to function at your fullest capacity. It needs you to understand that you are dope and amazing. It serves no one well when you ain't out here admitting to your greatness and your power. Yes, do you have things you need to learn and improve on? Uh-huh. Do you have places in your life where you need to grow? Uh-huh. There's always going to be that. Are you always going to be a student? Yeah, there's a lot for you to learn, and you're not going to learn all of the secrets of the universe in this lifetime. So you'll always be a forever student. But just because you're a forever student doesn't mean that you're not a master. It's time for you to stand up in your self-mastery. It's time to stand up in your power. Again, you've been doing a lot of work. You've been restoring. It's time to test drive this puppy. It's time to take it out on the road, okay? There will always be something to repair. There will always be something to heal. There will always be something to work at and work on. But it's time for you to stand up and tap in. It's time for you to stand up and tap in. Unlock that magic and let it propel you forward on your way up. There's sometimes when the spirit backs up off of you and it's not assisting you, not because they want to punish you, but because you are the one with the power to get through this. Some of y'all it's beautiful to collaborate, and as you practice your magic and your practice, you begin to understand that this is a collaboration with you in spirit. But there are some of you who use them like a crutch. You won't tap into your own. And there will be times when they take their hands off you, not as a punishment, but they want you to engage your own magic. They want you to engage your own power. And they're wanting to let you know we're here to assist you in that. We're here but you're directing, you're taking the lead, okay? So it's time to tap into your magic. Some of y'all are sleeping on you have actual power. Some of you are claircognizant, clairvoyant, clairaudient. That ain't the word, but you know what I'm talking about. There's like 11 different clairs. Some of you have great talent for divination. Some of you are mediums and psychics yourselves. It's time to tap into that. It's time to enhance that. It's time to grow that. It's time to study. It's time to practice. It's time to do what you need to do with that magic that's inside of you. Okay? Alrighty then, let's do some more affirmations. Some more affirmations. But let's check in with the comments. Itty said, I need to share my lessons on my site. I need to step into being a seer. Amen. Amen. Samaria said, when I woke up, my mind was playing the song, You Can Do Magic. I think the group America seems it. Yep. Because you can do magic. You can do magic. Gemini Yoga said, why are the people who say it can't be done always standing in the way of those who are actually getting it done? Because they're scared. Because they're scared. Because they're scared. And when you do it, it makes the people who are saying it can't be done look at themselves. It makes them have to face their excuses, their poor excuses for not doing what they need to do. It makes their insecurity come out when you put your work in to get it done. We can't listen to those people. We can't let their insecurities rule us, okay? We can't. Antidote Archive said, my dream is to live as an artist and a massage therapist and to surround myself with intellectual conversation. Amen. The Emperor said, we got this. Aim for the moon and the stars every time. Every time. Every time. Natty Me said, thank you, LadySpeech. I needed this so much. I never got to dream big, never got to achieve. I can't avoid it anymore. I'll self-destruct if I don't. Thank you, Spirit. I'm so thankful for y'all. I'm thankful for you, too. And that's the thing is going back to that dreaming big space, like, you ain't going to be satisfied. You not. You not. I'm going to tell you this. I got a big lesson in playing fucking small in these last 2.5 years. I had to get so honest with what my actual wants and desires were. And what the actual pull that I actually had on my life was. And I was denying that before I came down here. I was still trying to play so damn small. And I still was in my own ways minimizing myself, my power, what I had going on. And I was dissatisfied with my life because of that. And now the satisfaction has returned in such a big way because I finally just admitted what I really want, and what I really desire and how I want this to play out. And Spirit was like, we've been waiting for you because that is what is supposed to be your reality. It's who you've always been. It's what you've always been working towards. And you were the only one. You were the last one denying that. You were trying to play so humble, and we never asked you to be humble. We asked you to be a good person. We asked you to communicate. We asked you to be a healing person. We asked you to be open to be corrected when you are wrong. We asked you to be a stand-up person. We never asked you to be humble. I was like, point taken. Point taken. Lesson learned. You will not achieve ultimate satisfaction in your life unless you allow yourself to dream and to be as big as you were born to be. You will live a mediocre life, mad, bitter. All of your insecurities and fuck shit will manifest in big ways. And the satisfaction you have with your life will decrease year by year. True satisfaction, true happiness comes from dreaming all of the way big, okay? Alrighty then. Hannah said, stepping into my magic still scares me so much. Doing the healing work, though. Yes, yes, yes. You got to do the healing work, baby, because stepping into your magic could mean life or death. Stepping into your magic could mean a lot. It's definitely going to mean the difference between your happiness and your unhappiness. Thank you, Bonita. 5. Tell me again how to pronounce your first name. Because you teach me every time. And I don't be remembering. Bonita, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Bonita said thank you. I've been playing my bowls more, been going live, have been wanting to Reiki courses to enhance my sessions to move forward with this. Amen. Yes. Yes. I love to see it. Step in your magic, baby. Christy, thank you for the super chat. This is hitting me hard this week. I felt my guides pull back for this show, for this show reason. So I'm being told to fly out of the nest as gently. Yeah, baby. They backing up because they're still there. And when I say, like, sometimes they take their hands off you, they don't leave you. They don't abandon you. But it's literally like you've been leaning on their hands for training wheels, and they're telling you, baby, you don't need us like that. You don't need training wheels. You could drive this bike. You could drive this bike. They're not putting their hands off you and removing themselves from you. They're still there to catch you if you fall. Hey, Moon Pumpkin. But they're here to push you towards guiding yourself. You got this, okay? You got this. You got this. All right, now let's do some affirmations. This is for all of the entrepreneurs. And actually, we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna say at the it. So let me just say, the quote is, "My failures have made me a better entrepreneur." But you know what? We're gonna say my failures have made me better. Whether you're an entrepreneur or not, remember that failures are a necessary part of success. Failure is a necessary part of success. Remember that. Don't run from failure. It's a part. And don't judge yourself because of failure. It's a learning experience. It's a teacher. It's a helpmate. So repeat after me. My failures have made me better, especially if you've learned from them. My failures have made me better. 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 Now I can feel a couple of you like, my failures didn't make me better. Did you learn? Because the only way like your failures don't make you better is if you don't learn. Did you learn? Because if you didn't learn, then yeah, your failures didn't make you better. That's the only way they don't. My failures have made me better. My failures have made me better. My failures have made me better. AVG said, I'm so afraid of failure that I just don't trying to fix this. Write this affirmation down and sit with. After this video, go back and review your failures that have in fact enhanced you, especially when you learn from them. And let that carry you forward. Let that carry you forward. Trauma is the reason why we are feeling that failure. Give yourself permission to heal that trauma. Okay? Moon Pumpkin, thank you for the super chats. Moon Pumpkin said, hey, y'all, I purchased a reading from Speech last week, and it was amazing. Thank you so much. I love you so much. All right, repeat after me. I can identify my skill gap and act on it. I can identify my skill gap and act on it. I can identify my skill gap and act on it. I can identify my skill gap and act on it. I can identify my skill gap and act on it. I can identify a skill gap and act on it. I can identify my skill gap and act on it. I can identify my skill gap and act on it, okay? We just got done talking about failure, but a lot of times this is what it is in failure. You have a skill gap, and that's it. It's not all of the answer, but sometimes we fail because we do not have a skill that we need, and that failure highlights that. So then it's all about closing that skill gap, learning what you need to learn, and then going back and reattempting what you need to attempt. Failure is our friend. Failure is our friend. Failure is our friend. Failure is our friend. It is. It is. I was about to start fully singing all out, but I'm trying to focus. There's been so many songs during this divination. So spicy. So neuro spicy. Alrighty then, we are going to move on to adversary. We are in the earth and bone cards, okay? So let me read the keywords, and also because you know I'm gonna always read the affirmation. So the keywords the keywords is hard work, diligence, and progress, okay? The affirmation is, I trust that my soul knows what it's doing. I clearly hear the whispers of guidance that spirit tells me. I trust that my soul knows what it's doing. I clearly hear the whispers of guidance that spirit tells me. I trust that my soul knows what it's doing. I clearly hear the whispers of guidance that spirit tells me. I trust that my soul knows what it is doing. I clearly hear the whispers of guidance that spirit tells me. This is about trusting the hard work you've already put in. This is about understanding the progress you've made. This is about trusting the way your spirit guides are guiding you towards your greatness. This is about trusting yourself. This is about the fact that you've built in already to your dreams, goals, and desires with every experience you have had. This is about honoring your full experience and the intelligence and the wisdom and the understanding your experience has given you. Some of you ain't putting the respect that you need to put on your name and what you've been through. Some of you have a more hood experience. Some of you have more street experience, and you're not valuing the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding that came from that type of existence. Value it. It has given you a unique perspective and a unique set of skills that not everyone possesses. It is trauma, it is abuse, it is the gaslighting that makes you minimize how intelligent you are. And that stops now. You have got some homework. Y'all love it when I give you homework. You do. Your homework is to look back at your experience and place the proper weight on some of these things you've gone through. I want you to look at things that you've demonized, and I want you to look at them in a new light. And I want you to extract the wisdom that you gained from that experience. There is so much progress you've made. Some of you aren't moving forward in life because you can't see how far you've come. You are sitting in this mind state of, I'm lazy, I haven't done anything, I've accomplished nothing, I've achieved nothing, I've done nothing with my life. Therefore, forthwith, I cannot imagine moving forward. I cannot imagine going anywhere. You can't move anywhere because you feel like you're stuck in the same place, and that's a whole lie. You're telling yourself a whole lie. You're lying to yourself. Some of you are out here, you got expert level skills in a certain part of your life, but you're still like, I'm just a baby. You're not a baby. You're somebody's baby, but you're not a baby. Put some respect on your talent. Put some respect on your skill. Put some respect on how far you've come. That's your homework. I want you to map out how far you've come. I want you to choose an area of your life where you don't think you've made a lot of progress. And I want you to sit down and I want you to map it out. And then after you're done mapping it out, I want you to look at that map and sit and look at it in awe. A lot of you are going to be like, damn, I didn't realize that is how far I've come. I want some of you to think about the fact that you used to self-harm so bad in many ways. Some of you physically self-harmed. Some of you self-harmed by engaging in the riskiest of behaviors. Some of you self-harmed by the way you medicated yourself and leaned into your vices. And look at you not doing that anymore. Some of you are still doing it, but you have done it so much less. Put some respect on that. Kismet said, you and my therapist gave me the same freaking homework. Thanks. You're welcome. tell your therapist I said, hey. I love it. Yeah, you gonna have to put some respect on how far you've come, on what you've done. And I'm gonna tell you this. That's a lesson. I'm coming so hard at you because this is something I just got done doing. This is something I just got done doing. Spirit took me all the way to task. Spirit took me all the way to task for not respecting the walk that I've walked. Spirit was like, baby, you're not respecting what you've done. You're not respecting what you can. That's why you're not realizing what you can do. You're not respecting what the hell you've done. Now, on an intellectual level, I saw it. I was like, I've done all these things. On an intellectual level, I did all this stuff, but I have so much to do. I'm still so messed up. I'm still so fucked up. I possibly couldn't step into these leadership. I'm so fucked up. I'm so fucked up. Spirit was like, you are not that person. And you haven't been that person for over 20 years. And we're tired of you thinking that you're the same person. No. So yeah, you intellectually know what you've done, but you actually don't know in your heart what you've done. You don't know in your soul what you've done. You don't feel the weight of how you've affected people. You don't. You've only measured that in an intellectual way. And that was a humbling. These last 2 weeks have been humbling. But baby, when I tell you I woke up the other day, yesterday, and I was untethered. I was unbound. I put in some serious work on that these last 2 weeks. And I woke up yesterday free as hell. I woke up yesterday liberated. Liberation achieved. I woke up with that part of me dead and gone. And I will never disrespect myself like that again. I got far to go. I got goals. There's some things that need to happen. And I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to see it happen. But damn it, the road that I walked, alone at that. Yes. Yes. I had to recognize that there are some people who have titles, who have been initiated, who've done all this work, and they don't carry as much weight as my integrity and my character does. I had to recognize that there are people who have proclaimed to do the work, and they haven't, but I have. And I've been at it for a while. Put some respect on yourself. Put some respect on how far you've come. Put some respect on how deeply you've healed. Put some respect. Oh, that's my little mustache. Big uncle energy. It's like 3 hairs. Put some respect on it. Yeah, so that's not dirt. I need a shave. I just saw that. So if y'all were looking at that, I'm not a dirty mouth whore. No. That's enough of that. Let's move on to the next one. I think we got it. I think we got it. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Moving on to the owl. The taglines or the keywords are wisdom, independent thinking, enlightenment. Wisdom, independent thinking, enlightenment. Let me read this affirmation. I can connect my consciousness with the universe and guarantee myself peace at any moment. I can connect my consciousness with the universe and guarantee my peace at any moment. I can connect my consciousness with the universe and guarantee my peace at any moment. I can connect my consciousness with the universe and guarantee my peace at any moment. The owl card is about making mental shifts and stepping into your power, moving out of scarcity mentality into prosperity mentality. This is about loving yourself. This is about adoring yourself. This is about recognizing how wonderful you are, okay? This is about putting some respect on the wisdom that you carry. This is about putting some respect on the intelligence that you carry. This is about putting some respect on how amazing and wise you are. This whole reading is about stepping all the way into your power. But it is about, you can only do that when you own all parts of you, when you own your shadow and your light. Temperance, that Temperance card, very much about that as well, balancing and owning both your shadow and your light. You can't balance things unless you fully own them and integrate them. Own your wisdom, own your magnificence, own your joy, own your talent, own it. Own your messiness, own your pettiness, own where you are deficient, own your weaknesses, because if you don't, somebody will. I put a video out a couple weeks ago, and the video was basically, they see you. Abusers, predators, potential energy vampires, they see you for all your stuff. Bosses, people in power, they see you for your magnificence and your fuck shit. And if you don't own it, they will. If you don't own the fact that you can't emotionally regulate yourself, then everybody around you is going to emotionally dysregulate you. If you can't own your anger, that means everybody around you gets to own your anger and do with it and do with you what they want. If you own the fact that you ain't regulated, you don't know how to regulate your emotions, and then you start doing something about it, you take that power from people. This is the energy I come from when I say none of you can cancel me, because I own everything I've ever done. Good, bad, ugly, and in between, and I grow. So you can't throw my past back at me. I grew from that, and I fully embrace who I was back then, because I grow. Own it. Own how amazing you are. Own your wisdom. Own your power. Own your talents. If you don't own your talents, if you don't own that, somebody else will. That's why a lot of you are sitting up under bosses who are running you ragged, because they see you. They see you. They see you. They see how amazing you are. They see that you ain't got no boundaries either. They see that they can use you for their highest good. And they see that you ain't gonna check them about it. They see you. You might as well see you. You might as well see you. You might as well see you. And own it. And own it. And own it. Jen said they'll steal your light if you don't own it. Exactly. 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 If you don't own where you are messed up, someone bigger, badder, and even more messed up with you is going to come along and own that and control you with it. Even not taking accountability. Go ahead and be out here in these streets not owning your full self. You will forever be controlled and under the boot of someone. You will always be under the boot of someone. You will always be under the boot of someone. And you will be a slave to even the nasty stuff. You'll be a slave to that. The stuff you don't like, the shadow work that you needed to do, you'll become a slave to that. You'll be owned by all of your dysfunction. You'll be owned by your trauma and your pain. You'll be owned and you'll be caught in these loops that end nowhere. You ever seen a death spiral, like ants go on a death spiral? It's when, because ants are very, they operate in a very army-like way. And sometimes they leave these trails and they follow those trails. They're really intricate, intelligent, and dope. However, sometimes they'll get caught in this loop and they'll just follow the leader and they'll just be going in a circle around and around. They're gonna die. they're gonna die. Unless that goes out, they're gonna die because it's leading nowhere, okay? That's what happens when you don't own your mess. You will get caught in a death cycle, a death loop, and you will just be led all around until you exhaust yourself out, okay? Okay? So own it. Own the good of you. Own, because someone else will. Someone else will. And you will be a slave to them. And you'll be a slave to the undone shadow work. And that right there is a recipe for destruction. So put some respect on how far you've grown. Put some respect on how enlightened you are. And use that to ascend, darling. Use that to ascend. The name of the game is ascension, okay? The name of the game is ascension, all right? In order to build a new world, you got to be this person. In order to build this new world, you got to be this person. Spirit is asking you to stand up in your greatness, stand up in your power by owning all of who you are. And when we own it, we work on it, we enhance it. The great things that we own about ourselves, we encourage them, we perpetuate them, we learn about them, we pour into them, we grow it. The nasty stuff that we own about ourselves, we heal it. If you've got a bad temper, own it and heal it. It's not just about self-awareness. Oh, I know I have this issue. It's about self-accountability. I'm going to do something about this issue. Own it. Because this new world that we are building requires all of your magnificence. And it also requires that you know your weaknesses. By doing this, we are better for each other in community. I speak often to the community and the village that we are building together. I don't want folks around me who do not own their greatness. I'm not interested in you not owning how magnificent you are. I want you. We are going to be so much better for each other when you walk in with your full glory. And this also makes it easier because we all have things that we're not that great with. When you own your amazingness, it makes it so easier for you to get called out because you know that there are these other parts of you that exist that are beautiful. A lot of us have a hard time with being called out about our internalized racism, transphobia, sexism, anti-Blackness, because you aren't anchored in the beautiful things that you are. Everybody is anti-Black, including Black people. You looking at this, loving on me, anti-Black. There's going to be some of you who push back from the screen. Sit with that. Gender fluid. Date other non-binary, gender fluid, trans people. I'm transphobic. Homophobic. Even though I'm pansexual. Because it's systematic. And these systems have been perfected over hundreds of years. By me owning that, it's like an addict, an alcoholic owning that that's what they are. Because then they work on it every day. One of my mentors has been successfully sober for 17 to 18 years. And she is successfully sober for that long because she's an alcoholic and she keeps it right in front of her face every day. And she fights it every day. Now, most days are easy, but there are some days when it ain't. Work your stuff. Heal it. Heal it. Be in it. Own it. Own it. If you own your anti-Blackness, then one day when you're being anti-Black and I call you out on it, you'll be able to relax and say, all right, this person is correct. Let me open up myself and listen to how my anti-Blackness got displayed so that I can actually heal with this person and make amends where I need to. When you own your greatness, you'll be able to say, I had a moment where this part of me, which is not so great, showed and came out, but I have other things that I'm still good. This is a part I need to work on though. Okay? Oh, congratulations, Emperor! 19 months sober. You got this, 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 you got this. I'm so proud of you. You got this, 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 you got this. I'm so proud of you. You got this, baby. You got this. You got this. I love this so much. So yes, my loves, own it. When we own these things, it cannot be used against us when we own it. A lot of you get caught up because you don't own the nasty part about you, then you get caught up. There's a lot of you who cut you because you won't admit to your anti-Blackness. There are people who revel in their anti-Blackness and they will be able to use a moment in time when you were anti-Black against you. And because you're so afraid to be labeled as that, you're running from the actual work that needs to be done. Do the work. So, as a white person, if someone says you're racist, you go and say, yeah, I am. Because a system that has been perfected over hundreds of years is ingrained. You're not better than that. You're 70 years on the planet, you're 30 years on the planet, you're 15 years on the planet do not make you better than a system that's hundreds of years old. How arrogant of you to think that you're better than that system. How arrogant of you. Yeah. Trans people are transphobic, honey. Black people are anti-black, baby. Like, everybody. Because it's systematic. When we begin to own it, then we can do the real healing around it. I am able to be called out by my fellow non-binary, gender fluid, trans siblings, lovers, friends, family members. And I'm safe for them, even in moments when I've messed up. But the community comes from the fact that we can have honest dialogue. We can talk with one another. I will apologize from my heart. And I understand that there are going to be blind spots around. I don't have to lose community, and I haven't lost community because I'm able to process and communicate and effectively apologize and make amends. And this is a learning. And because of that, the labor that goes into educating me, even as a fellow non-binary, genderqueer, gender fluid person, is it burdensome for them? And it's not burdensome for me because we're invested in one another and we're safe. The safety does not come from the fact that we don't hurt each other. The safety with each other comes from the fact that we will stand and heal with you when we hurt you. That's where the safety comes from. You can't ever, and you're never going to live in a village or in a community where we don't offend each other. You're never going to live in a village or community where we don't hurt each other. Accidents happen. There are parts of us who are intentionally messed up. The safety comes from, will you be there to dress the wound that you created? Will you be there to help them heal? Will you be there to make amends? Will you sincerely apologize? Will you be able to see where you messed up? Will you be able to correct your course so you're not doing these actions to hurt people in the future? And the only way we can be safe for each other and for ourselves is if we own all of our things. The only way we can heal it at its root is if we own all of our things. That is the quickest way to get out of my community. One thing that I'm really proud of myself and my reputation in my inner community and my outer community is I own where I make my mistakes. There's a lot of things that I can forgive. There's a lot of things that there's a lot of hurt that I can sustain if you are willing to apologize. The quickest way to be ousted from my community is to take absolutely no accountability. The quickest way to have me leave you, ignore you, X you all the way out is for you to take no accountability. I don't play that. No one's perfect. No one's perfect. No one's perfect. We have to be safe for each other. We have to be safe for ourselves. All right, you beautiful people, let's do some affirmations. Repeat after me. There is no shame in being queer. 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 All right. This says, I deserve good in my life. 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 First and foremost, with all that being said, I need to take some accountability with you guys. Speaking of accountability, I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for following me. Thank you for your support. Thank you for just uplifting me. This last couple months has been quite the transition for me, and I wanted to begin January starting off running. With the dropping of the website, I had this entire plan for content creation, and then in February, my life kind of took a turn for the better, actually, but it was quite traumatic. With that being said, I have not been on my content creation game. What I spoke to earlier about this last 2 weeks, what I had to do some learning about, had something to do with that. And also, it was there was part of this transition that was very heartbreaking for me. And I just wasn't creating. I just wasn't, and I didn't have the energy to. Y'all have continued to support me on Patreon. You've continued to support me here. I have not been getting to the member lives, and I apologize for that. I thank you for holding space for my humanity. Thank you for being able to see that I have things that I go through. Thank you for being able to see that sometimes what I put out is what I got to put out. Also, I am a content creator that cannot create from a superficial perspective. I don't make art from a superficial perspective. That's also why you don't see me with a lot of sponsorships or any, because I can't do a lot of faking with that. With that being said, though, I am absolutely dedicated to you. I'm dedicated to this job that I've created for myself. I'm dedicated to my path and my purpose. And I'm feeling in a space where I'm ready to go back to doing what I need to do. But I also acknowledge that y'all just have been hanging the fuck on. And I appreciate that so much. Thank you. With that being said, we are returning to members only lives. We are returning to all of this. We are getting the Discord together. We're doing all of these things, okay? I have a lot more direction with where I want to go. And a lot of also the content creation came from the fact that I needed to pivot and move in a new direction. I needed to go in some new directions in my life. I needed to recover some old directions I used to walk in and start walking in those again. And it has just been all a lot. So I want to thank you so much for holding space. I apologize for not delivering on the things that I promised you. You deserve to have the things that I delivered to you. And I'm going to do that. I am incredibly thankful that we are a community that sees each other, and I have developed a community that sees me and holds all of the space for me. I got the energy now. And it has been a delicate lesson of learning how to completely honor myself and honor my needs, wants, and desires, and also meet you where I said I was going to meet you and how I want to meet you. And it's a balance that I haven't always gotten right, and I'm still figuring it out. But thank you for just loving me and for continuing to be here and for continuing to support. So moving into this new month, we're back online with Patreon, doing all the things on Patreon. And also a lot of this was focusing on my website, and like with my neurospicy brain, my hyper focus be my hyper focus. But now that I've got a routine with that, I can now go back to doing everything. So again, thank you for holding space. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize for not coming up with my deliverables. And I plan on rectifying that and continuing. So thank you for all you do. And I'm so grateful to continue to just be a distribution center for spiritual opulence. I really appreciate what we're building. I cannot wait I'm meeting you guys in the reading, so that's been fun. But I also can't wait to go back to performing in public and giving you offerings that way. I have a lot of really beautiful plans for us, and I just thank you for continuing to just be here. May we grow. May we continue to grow. May we continue to heal so that we can shift the world for the better. That's all I want to do. I want to just pour as much medicine and art into this place as I possibly can. I have no idea when my time is up, but when I go, I want to make sure that I left behind a legacy of joy, of laughter, of beauty, of intentional healing, and good people who take care of each other. That's all. Lots of art. I want to leave lots of good art. Yeah. So thank you so much. I love you all. And may we continue to do what we need to do. Mara said, where can I email you about mentorship if you're still doing that? My mentorship program is going to go up on the website. Okay. So that is, you can always email me at goddessking@ladyspeech.com. Is that my email? Because I have like 18 billion. Yeah. Goddessking. Yeah, goddessking@ladyspeech.com. But I am going to be doing the mentorship soon. I'll be opening that up. So again, there'll be two different tracks because some of you are asking more for spiritual mentorship, and some of you are asking more for empowerment mentorship. So we're going to be running those two tracks. And then I also have mentorship sessions. So it'll just be sessions. We just one and dones. You can book them on the one and dones, and we are going to get into it and just do some mentorship work that way. All right. So good things are coming. Good things are here. I love you all so much. I appreciate the community that we're building. Y'all are beautiful. Y'all are so beautiful. Seneca said, watching you blossom in real time is such a treasured gift, Captain. Thank you. And thank y'all for being a safe space for me to do this under. It makes me feel so good to be seen. And just like, there's a lot of my personal journey. I share an awful lot because that's just how I am, and that's how it's always been. But I also keep an awful lot under wraps. There's a lot of things that not everybody needs to know. And so, but what I appreciate is that even without y'all knowing the details, the fact that my growth is seen and that y'all can mark it, you can watch it, that validates me in a wonderful way. I'm already validated myself. You got to validate yourself first. But it's a beautiful validating thing when you guys see it as well and you can mark it. So thank you. Yes, we have some super chats. I forgot to acknowledge. Desiree, thank you for your super chat. Sharp knives saves lives. Thank you, baby. Oh my God, Edie with their 10th super chat. I love you. I thank you. Edie said, are we Cap and Deacon's pirates or not? Healing ship of friendship. Get on board and find your role. Exactly. Everybody's welcome on this ship. All hands on deck. Let's go. You just got to be able to heal, and you have to be able to learn to communicate. That's all. That's all that I require. Bethany is insane, said forever making my 12-year-old self proud with growth. Amen. Amen. So I enjoy you all. Melody D said, I'm so glad I listened to not to go to the church building. This is the message I needed. I'm so glad. Yeah, and we all manifested each other. So let's just protect each other. Let's protect each other. Let's continue to uplift each other and build a strong community. And I can't wait to just have more offerings and different spaces where we can meet up and do, all right? Like, yes, I'm really excited to actually get back to Patreon and create with my new setup on there. Like, I'm in love with it. So I'm really excited to get back to creating and doing what I got to do on there. So I just appreciate you all so much. I love what we're doing over here. And let's just continue to do it. Let's just continue to grow. With that being said, go ground yourself, go love on yourself, go do something good for your inner child. Remember your homework. If you don't, go and review it. And and we're going to get back to next month, the full moon reading, the new moon reading. It just was a little insane this month. It's a little insane. Mercury in retrograde got me in the end. It did. I was feeling good. Like, all Mercury in retrograde, I was doing real good. I was doing so good. It was such a good retrograde. Then at the end, I was like, yeah, technology. They got me in the technology. The butt shark got me in the technology. The butt shark. I'm going to say that to my next lover when we're doing butt things. Even when we're not. Butt shark. I like to smack booties. So if you're my friend, or if you're like my lover, consensually, of course, I like to smack butts, but I think I'm going to start saying butt shark when I do it. That was great. Thanks for sharing, Becky. Great. All right, you guys go have a good night. Do not tell that phrase to children, because if you do, you're going to be hearing that all day long. Yeah, you started some mess. You started some mess, Becky. That's what you've done. You started some mess. Mine are already doing it. Kids are ridiculous. Butt shark. I'm going to be saying that all day. Jaws theme, but it's house music. Yes. Becky said I own my mess. Yeah, you started a mess. You better own it. Because that was all you. All right, my loves. We're going to get back to our regularly scheduled program. I adore you all. Go take care of yourselves. Happy Sunday. And I will see you all so very soon.